Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he is forming new partnerships with regional countries against Iran. In a televised address, Netanyahu said he's working to make Israel a, quote, supernation.
We are also forming new alliances with important countries in the region against the shared Iranian threats. I hope that soon I will be able to tell you more about these important alliances. We have also undermined the foundations of the terrorist regime, which before the operations appeared all-powerful.
Nour Odeh is following developments in Israel from near Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. Nour, the Prime Minister said he would give more information on those alliances later, but how significant would that be?
Well, if it's true, it might actually be significant. But this is a line, Riley, that Benjamin Netanyahu has used repeatedly since October 2023. Every time many would argue when he felt some political heat. The speech, we have to put it in context. It was made right before the beginning of the Passover holiday. It was meant to speak about the government's achievements, Netanyahu's personal achievements in the war with Iran, a war that Israel fights alongside the United States, and that is a historic first for Israel, and to go down the list of achievements in that war, while claiming victory, of course, against Iran's groups or the groups allied with Iran, like Hezbollah, like the Houthi group, both of whom are firing rockets at Israel, as well as Hamas and others in the region.
Meanwhile, Nour, while we're speaking, we're seeing some video of Tel Aviv where there's some damage that has happened because of some strikes. There were more people injured in Tel Aviv on Tuesday. What can you tell us about the latest attacks in Israel?
Well, the latest attacks came from Hezbollah, that one of the arms of Iran that Netanyahu referred to. There were several rockets fired at cities Nahariya, Akka, Haifa, and the surrounding areas, and there was damage reported in several locations because of those rockets. In fact, there were some electricity outages because of the rockets, and these firings from Hezbollah continue in some areas in the northern communities and the border communities especially. There are days where the sirens go off every 20 minutes. Now, we've seen fewer Iranian missiles over the past 3 days, but they have been strategically targeted at key locations like the Haifa oil refinery yesterday, like a chemical plant in Beersheba the day before, and also a power station that supplies a fifth of the country's electricity in Jazeera. So we've seen less Iranian missiles, more damage to potentially very strategic locations, and an escalation, really, of the firing of rockets from Hezbollah at the same time.
Nour Odeh reporting near Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. Thank you, Nour.